Same for
The
you.
beast has grown too powerful. We can no longer contain it through mortal means. There was once an empire that embraced corruption. They studied it, mastered it, and became the greatest civilization the world has ever known. But it led to their destruction. Our allies will continue the pursuit of the beast, but we shall undertake a different search. We must go to the ruins of the Vaal Empire, in search of a weapon against the coming cataclysm.
Alright.
Exile is close. Be careful. The Vaal heavily relied on the use of corruption. Their lands may still be dangerous.
Would not surprise me.
I will tell your tale, Jingak. Return someday, and you might hear Risu tell it.
Oh! So she is going to be having Risu take her place and succeed her. Oh, very interesting.
We strayed from the route marked on our map, driven further afield by painted men with savage intent. Tonight, for reasons I cannot fathom, we have been granted a brief reprieve. Our hunters halted at the edge of this marsh, unwilling to pursue. They watched from the trees as we threaded the narrow band of solid ground between desert and swamp. I know not what they fear, but we must brave the unknown if we are to reach the encampment at the ziggurat. Through my spyglass, I see nothing ahead. The waters lie still, and the muddy banks between seem clear. Yet my nerves burn with the unmistakable sense of being watched. There is no one, no thing. But this silence feels alive. We have no choice but to run for it.
Never trust a swamp. That's the one thing I learned, or that's one of the things that I learned from Lord of the Rings, is if you're in a swamp, you just get out of that swamp as quickly as you can. If you have to go through it, that's fine. Just make sure you get out of it as quickly as possible. Alrighty.
Speak up.
Before I continue, one, I want to look at this map and check it out. This is a, yet again, beautiful map. Ooh, Utsal region, draft number 2, sites of interest and facility for the future records of the Reliquarians 1619 IC. Interesting. They are on the other ones. I didn't actually even notice these. The Land of Seven Waters kept in verdance eternal by the vigilant Marikath, as seen by the Ardura Akara of Sekima Asala by 1619 IC. IC. And then, what does the Act 1 say? Ogum County estimates 11,321 C, and the province of Farrell, survey commissioned by the office of Count Gianor in the year of 1916 IC. Okay. Well, I want to go and do my second ascendancy now that we are heading into Act 3. So... we have these. All right. I don't really need that exceedingly tiny dodge roll increase. Yeah. I guess we'll put this in here as well. All right, confirm. Alright, now I do know the first time you do this, you could just do it infinitely. But if you fail afterwards on the second, third, fourth, or fifth time, you have to go and get another one of those coins. So, let's hope I don't fail on this one. And I hope that the recording doesn't corrupt, so that way I can at least show one of these fucking trials.
Splinters of bone!
Okay. Not allowed to go that way. They can go this way. Oh god. I got hit. Alright, so I opened this door. I assume I opened all of them. So, yeah. What hit me? What? I got hit by something, but I don't know what it was. Well, that's unfortunate. Uh-huh. Alright. Trial complete. Ooh, a bronze key. Fantastic. I love the keys. If I'm going to go for the key pretty much every single time. That being said, you can turn the whatever sacred water you have left over into more keys. So, chains of binding. What does this do? Stacking buff that slows with each hit. Okay. Room types are unknown. Lose 20 sacred water whenever you take damage. I'm gonna just do this one. I'll take the getting slowed if I get hit. Because I don't think that's really going to happen in enormous amount. I say that as I get hit. Fantastic. Alright, now this gives Chaos Resist and the... Ooh, Withered. So I can either give them... I'm gonna go more life. That's not even a question. Alright. Ooh, another bronze key. Yes, thank you. So... I'm thinking about the Sacred Water. I only have 39 at the moment, but this is another bronze key. And I already have 3. But it gives me Shattered Shield, which means I have no energy shield. But I think that's fine, honestly. So I'm going to go with that, because I want the key. If I can get 4 bronze keys, I can open all of the chests. Okay. This is a super easy one, at least for me. I personally just kind of ignore all the enemies in this one. And go for the crystals. And then after I've completed the shrine, I'll go back through and I'll clear everything. I did see a yellow chest up there, so I want to get that for sure. But I want to get all these done first because it does put me on a time limit. So, just go around all of those. That is not a way I can go. Also, my minions can pretty effectively clear out most of the enemies. So, there we go.
Splinters are bone.
And now I'm just going to go back real quick and grab all the chests. Yeah, I'm walking through this, and literally all of the enemies were just already dead. So that's the power of minions, baby. I'm getting to the point where I can just walk through an area and my minions can just kill everything for me. At least here. Not necessarily in other areas. Like you saw in the Dreadnought, I did have to help them out because they were dying still quite a bit. This doesn't have like an enormous amount of enemies or anything, so yeah. Alright. Our third bronze key. What do we have next? Trade tariff, fiendish wings. Extra speed cannot be slowed below base, and they have increased, and then they just deal more damage. So you have to look at my honor. I have lost a little bit of it. I was at 777 for max. I don't know why it's gone down. But, I think... Okay, so you can't just return and leave and return later. That's good. I think I want to go for the restored honor. Yeah, because this also gives me a boon. I definitely don't want to do this, just in case I haven't found a merchant yet, but I don't want to necessarily increase them yet. These are all escape trials as well, so, which I think is the Death Crystal one. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh wait, no, those are. Oh, I'm dumb. These are the two that I'm. Wow. Okay. Well. Oh, that burdens me with an affliction. So I won't be able to go with that one if I don't do this one. I'm gonna go with this one. It does increase their attack, cast, and movement speed, but I don't want this affliction. I do want this. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna take the affliction, whatever it may be. Defeat all rare monsters in the area. Okay. So there are two that I need to kill. The first one's over here. It's probably this one. Just keep moving, keep moving. Bam.
Power to wield.
And there's another one over on this side. Alright. Here, this is probably the other one. Yep, there we go. And then with that, I am just going to head straight out. Alright. 297 honor. This will get me back to full. I get a minor affliction. Which is a reduced movement speed. Oh no. So they have increased movement speed, and I have reduced movement speed. Or no. They'll have increased damage. Yeah. I'm definitely not giving them 25% more movement speed when I have 25% reduced movement speed. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. I just have to go. Oh, Lord. This is actually kind of bad, having this reduced movement speed. But I will... I'll get through it. That's for sure. Oh god. Okay. So that doesn't actually do damage. I wasn't sure what that did. Like whether or not it actually did damage or not. So I'm glad to know that it does not actually do damage. So, alright. Same as the last one, I'm going to go through and get all of the chests and everything. Actually, I changed my mind. This reduced movement speed? Nah, I'm not gonna risk that. We'll get this, gain a bunch of that, and then, awards a pledge which can be accepted to change the trial's perimeters. This will be the only one I go to if I go here, but I do want to go here because I haven't seen the merchant in the actual thing, so... Alright. One, it seems like we have to kill for this one.
Splinters of bone.
Oh, excuse me. Oh god. Alright, there we go. We killed the one that we were meant to kill. Fantastic. Alrighty. I'm hoping this guy can remove that, worn sandals debuff. Purchase. Let's see. Ooh, no cost. You can see an additional room. Don't really care about that. What's my honor? I mean, I'm only missing like 20 honor. Yeah, all of these are actually kind of useless, unfortunately. So, alright, let's see what this pledge is. Oh, survive with reduced movement speed. Okay.
Splinters of bone.
I'm gonna go over to Power Siphon. There we go. Alright. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Little bit. Alright, let's see. Choose a pledge to Kochai the Inscrutable, altering the parameters of the challenge. Or of the trial. Removed worn sandals. Gain moment's peace. I cannot take damage, or I cannot be damaged. Ooh, I'm gonna do this one, because I really don't like the sandals. 100% increase while I'm on low life. I'm not even gonna be on low life, so... Yeah, that reduced movement speed was... pretty difficult. So... Oh. Now, one thing I'm still trying to figure out is if I have more DPS with this or with the other one. With my Bone Storm. I haven't quite been able to figure it out. It seems like they're both relatively equal in DPS. In terms of like how much they actually take. But I'm not entirely sure. Easy. Now, I did take quite a bit of honor damage there, but I think it'll be fine. Now, I believe there's still another one I have to do. No. Okay. Fantastic. What kind of 12% increased max honor? Honor resistance? That might be pretty good. Just gonna go ahead and put all of these into there. I only got 3 bronze keys, sadly. So we'll go Hoarders, we'll go Mysterious, which both those were useless. That's unfortunate. And an Urn Relic. Do I get... Oh, I got a gold key from that. I can get Gloves or a Medium Relic. I think I want to go with Gloves. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright. I guess I was still a tier 1. Oh well. That's fine enough, for being honest about it all. So... This is a relic. This one's also a relic. 8% increased max life. Fountains have a 6% chance to grant double sacred water. Alright. Oh. He just started talking when I talked to him. I was going to identify items.
It is protected by a different danger, but we will deal with that when we come to it. When you are ready, we should begin the journey as soon as...
Okay. Identify. Let me see if anyone else has anything new to say before I... Okay. Oh look, they're coming out of the actual marsh itself. Doesn't surprise me at all. Hey, you can just die, good sir. Thank you. And as can you. Oh, okay, so this is a boss. I thought so. That entrance looked like a boss entrance, so... Root Dredge. Definitely a cool looking boss, that's for sure. Summoning lots of ads, but nothing that I can't easily handle with just more fire. Apply liberal amounts of fire and everything dies. I see, and then he explodes them. If they're left alive long enough. Well, no issues. He just dies. Pretty easily. Servers seem to be, having some hiccups today. I'm noticing a lot of lag, at least in this area. Random checkpoint with a bridge. Feels like a boss of some kind, but does not appear to actually be one. Looks like it was just a checkpoint. Okay. This is definitely something, I feel like. Big old bridge, big open area. Feels like a boss arena, but there's been a lot of areas that, like, they feel like they should be boss arenas, but then they're just not. It's very confusing to me. Ooh, we got an emerald. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's not an actual boss area, sadly. Oh well. Oh, I stumbled into to a boss, apparently.
A shaman and her more.
Doesn't seem too bad though. These might drop some goodies. Ooh, a chaos orb. Those are very good.
No.
Okay, that's, well, I would say getting a chaos orb is a pretty good drop. So I picked this up. This is going to be pretty good. I'm going to add this to that. So that way I get a third support gem socket for it. And now I can add another support gem to it. Or at least I will be able to once I actually get a support gem. So, the one time where I got a checkpoint and then assumed it wasn't a boss. It was actually a boss. Alright, we're in the encampment.
Hello.
Hello!
Silver Valai. We can always use another pair of hands around here.
You're a cutie, that's what you are.
Oswald, as he usually likes to greet the newcomers. In any case, welcome. Until
What kind of stunt was that? Traversing the marsh. Have to be smarter if you're to survive. As quartermaster, I'll do my best to keep you alive.
I mean, I feel like I did a pretty good job.
I can buy what equipment
Ignore the deaths that I had.
sell you what others have unearthed before we ship it back to Kingsmarch. If you disappear in the jungle, I'll also be the one to note your death in our logs. You're welcome.
Thanks. I think.
what a weak, blubbering fool.
You know, I agree with you. There's a lot of quotes that the witch has that I just agree with. I'm gonna be honest.
This little excursion here represents my lifelong ambition. It's not just about finding treasure. I want to build an entire archaeological society someday. Rayclast has countless layers of history buried beneath it, and I aim to uncover every last bit. I intend to call my group the Reliquarians. A bit ostentatious, but the best things should be.
Ah,
A shame
a little
I
bit.
founded it a few decades ago, back when my birthplace Oriath was still a thriving city. Thanks to the Templars, relics from a dozen different cultures found their way to that little island over the centuries, and are now all lost, thanks to the disasters that happened there.
Oh well, you know. Tell me about the search.
So you're looking for a device the Val intended to use against the Cataclysm?
Indeed.
Ah, so that's why you came here.
Yep.
Well, you're on the right trail.
Oh, that's good.
The ziggurat on which we stand was rumored to contain a device to save their people. If you want to explore,
Doesn't seem to have helped them.
way to drain the city first.
Oh well, I guess we'll have to do that then.
It's hard to guess what the device inside the temple might be. I do know that it was commissioned by Queen Etziri's thaumaturge, Doriani himself. The project was given all the resources it needed, and the work was kept secret, even from Etziri.
That seems suspect, but okay.
They claimed using it might mean abandoning all they had built. They seemed to view it as a last resort, a way to save their legacy. all else failed. It's not often I detect fear in Val writings, but they definitely hoped they would never have to use it.
Oh, they probably should have used it, honestly. Might have actually saved their civilization.
By their final days, the Val were a deeply tiered empire based on brutal competition. Those at the top vied with each other through any means necessary, and Doriani was the foremost among these ambitious and immoral men. He was second only to Queen Atziri herself. Exile was the seat of his power, and ancient writings claim he undertook a vast array of strange projects and sordid experiments here. Some glyphs I have seen are too stomach-churning to discuss.
Interesting.
How do I even begin to describe the last queen of the Val? She left a tremendous mark on history. She was intelligent and capable enough to rule unquestioned over a bloodthirsty empire of volatile nobles, and the people adored her and feared her in equal measure.
Sounds like an impressive woman.
Is the most beautiful woman in the era, but also the most dangerous. She sought eternal life, and she was willing to sacrifice anything to achieve it. The ruins around you are the result of those ambitions. Sometimes while I'm looting a temple, I remember that everything we find once belonged to a living, breathing person that probably died horribly. That sort of takes the fun out of it, doesn't it?
Not at all. I think that just enhances the fun, if you ask me. Do you know anything about the beast?
I've heard of the beast. Everyone has. If someone is truly trying to raise another, then they must be the grandest of fools. These very ruins around us are the result of an attempt to control such a thing. This is the only way it can end.
Well, that ain't good news.
Oswald's a grim sort, isn't he? He's always injury this, death that. Personally, I've never been hurt while treasure hunting. I actually find it rather easy. He always makes sure we have the proper supplies.
We're on the same
And
wavelength.
checks his list for everything 4 or 5 times before we make a move. He also invented what I call the Oswald technique. On the rare occasions he personally goes out with us, he throws a rock at absolutely everything before touching it. Every flagstone, every pillar, every statue.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Amazed at the elaborate traps he sets off, even in places I've walked through already.
I mean, honestly, it's like that's kind of important. You know what I mean? What about the hooded one?
Fellow over
What do you think
there,
about him?
He's a friend of yours, I take it.
Yeah, in a manner of words, or speaking.
Oh well, I'm not one to judge the company you choose to keep. Oswald's gonna lose his wits if any more of you show up, though. Something tells me you're the exploring type.
Yeah, a little bit.
Uncommon. But some places even I steer clear of. I rather enjoy being alive, you see. Still, if you're feeling adventurous, there's fortunes to be made out there in the wilds. I'm especially interested in all things related to the Val. For academic reasons, of course.
Of course.
Pleasure never goes amiss.
Purely academic
Care to
reasons.
take a chance?
Alright, so you are the gambler. That is the well.
Somewhere in this region there were sophisticated canals and waterways. We might be able to use them to drain this lake. We must hope that the mechanisms are still functioning, despite their age. It is the only way to reverse the drowning of this once thriving city. The first step in our search for the secret knowledge of Val. How can I be? It is strange to return to this place of my divine youth and see it so aged and forgotten. When I was here, the Val were the height of civilization, and the future was bright. They had their problems like any other people, but I thought I could free them from the moral hazards of divinity by removing gods from the equation. While we are here, I would like to discover whether this ruination is my fault, or whether something else happened to them.
Okay. All right, here's our salvage bench.
Sybil Launcelane. They survived, too. Died of old age shortly after arriving. Rather traumatizing, that one. I was telling her one of my best stories when the ancient bat simply keeled over.
Hmm. Are the only one in there?
Hated.
Oh, nope.
They survived, 82. Ants.
Damn.
Clements Trenowith. They survived, 202. Head eaten by the animated corpse of Florence Cayley.
Mm.
Denise Shernock. They survived, 309. Excessive night terrors. Osman Lakin. They survived, 45. Bitten by a snake on the ankle. Legs swelled up to 3 times the size. Servi attempted to amputate, but baby snakes burst out of the cutting, and we immediately set him ablaze. Should have slit his throat first. Sorry, Osman.
Jesus.
Roland Hayton. They survived.
Okay, I think that's...
Martin Henshaw. They
Nope.
survived, 178. Touched a vibrant flower. Screamed until he twisted into a misshapen pile.
Oh,
Mabel
jeez.
Shaw. They survived, unknown. Kept to herself mostly. Vanished at some point. Nobody's sure.
So she might still be alive.
Sybil Launcelane. They survived, too. Martin Henshaw. They survived, 178. Denise Shernock. They
Okay, I
survived.
think that's all of them.
Ah, our local. The ziggurat beneath us was once the temple of the sun god. One of the oldest built in the city of Utzal's religious district. It was in active use for at least 1,000 years. But when the Val cataclysm struck, the city flooded, presumably killing everyone inside. Good thing for us, because this lake is the only reason it hasn't been ransacked by other treasure hunters already. One man's mass death is another man's treasure, I suppose.
Wow, that's one way to look at it.
Everything here, so I can catalogue the thousands of ways to die the jungle offers. If you can, be sure to write some sort of final entry detailing how you die. The death log won't benefit you, of course, but it will certainly benefit me. I don't mean to be overly fatalistic, but the amateurs coming from Kingsmarch are accomplishing nothing but feeding the chimeras. The most I can do, as quartermaster, is ensure they're equipped for exploration. That's where the real profit in treasure hunting is, you see. I don't go out there if I can help it. I'm the unluckiest man alive. Yet, I'm the wealthiest in this camp. You have to be good when you're trading with the Kalgurans, or they'll fleece you. Ah, Kingsmarch. So called by the Kalgurans. They're newcomers to Rayclast. About 20 years now.
Really wish I could use my fucking
In
MTX.
fact, they've partially funded this very expedition. For some reason, they're very interested in Varl artifacts. We ship most of what we find back to Kingsmarch, and they pay handsomely for it.
Okay. You are this guy. Okay. Yeah. I'm waiting to find a belt that has 2 charm slots. We're at Act 3 and I still only have 1.
To the undead in the marsh, eh? Truly, you need a guide. Luck's on your side today,
Nah,
friend.
not
I
really,
am
if we're being honest.
Maybe I can help you survive. Not all tribes in his region are so friendly. You would be wise to listen to me on the dangers of the jungle. Yes, you are lucky indeed.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's luck. I'd say it's more like skill, but you know.
Apus is my grandson. Can you believe that? A young spry thing like me. A grandmother. Don't be answering that. Apus inherited my son's rowdy spirit. Maybe it's a family curse. We have always been the type to do what we shouldn't, like helping outsiders such as yourself. One day, he'll be a great man, just like his father. Until then, I try to keep him safe.
Tell me what you know about the local knowledge.
Knowledge is a form of power, I suppose.
The jungle ruins are full of deadly creatures, you know. Quadrillas can tear a man apart in seconds, but at least you can hear them coming. The real danger? The apes that drop down from above. Life is plenty here, thriving for generations. But death always comes for the careless. Everything here can kill you. A snake you can't see, a strange plant, even one of your own. Survival in the jungle depends upon learning the lessons from those who died before you. That's the wisdom of my tribe. And since these treasure hunters pay me so well, I don't mind sharing. Ha ha! Any place you want, still.
Interesting. Okay.
Take your time. It's a deal.
What do you have? Immunity to bleeding. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes, yes.
Don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water. Alright, I got you. Just want to explore this area. Find where everything is, and then I will... Yeah. Alright, that's what I'm going to call it for this recording session, at the very least. Thank you all for coming to my corner. Thank you all for joining me. I have been the Demon as always. Of course, if you liked the video, hit like, hit subscribe. If you didn't like the video, hit dislike, leave a comment, let me know why. And we'll see you all next time.